Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're looking at an incredibly heartbreaking recent case out of Bakersfield, California. We're drawing our insights from a detailed article titled The Cost of Vanity, the Emilia Hernandez Tragedy.
Right. And our mission for this deep dive is to carefully walk you through the timeline, the crucial miscalculations, and the legal consequences of this incident.
Exactly. We really want you to consider how a series of, seemingly small everyday choices can cascade into a completely irreversible outcome.
It's a very heavy subject to process, but understanding the sequence of events is vital. We have to look at the facts and the psychology behind these choices to grasp how something this catastrophic happened.
Okay, let's unpack this. The timeline starts on June 29th, 2025. It was a scorching 101-degree day in Bakersfield. 20-year-old Maya Hernandez visited a medical spa, but she made the decision to leave her 1-year-old son, Emilio, and his 2-year-old brother sitting alone in her car.
And there's a specific detail here that is often misreported, which dramatically changes the context of her wait time. Initially, word went around that she was visiting the spa for lip filler injections.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
Right. But court testimony later revealed she was actually getting a non-surgical Brazilian butt lift.
Which is typically a quick, like a 20-minute procedure. You can almost see the initial thought process running in for a fast appointment while the kids are asleep.
But the spa was backed up that day.
Right.
Because of those unexpected delays, she was kept away from her vehicle for a full 2 hours. And crucially, during that entire agonizing wait, she never physically checked on her children, nor did she ever mention to the spa staff that she had kids waiting outside in the heat.
It's hard to wrap your head around.
It is a tragic sequence. But from a psychological standpoint, what's fascinating here is her complete reliance on her smartphone to monitor the situation. Hernandez testified that she was checking on the boys using a phone app.
She assumed the car's air conditioning would just keep running indefinitely to keep them cool.
Exactly.
You can easily imagine how an assumption like that happens for a lot of people. You check your app, you see the car is currently on, and you think everything is fine.
But the fatal flaw in that assumption was the vehicle's automated safety features.
Right, because the car automatically shut itself off after exactly 1 hour.
And with the outside air temperature sitting at 101 degrees Fahrenheit, once that engine and AC cut out, the heat inside that metal vehicle climbed exponentially higher. The technology she trusted to keep her children safe had a built-in limit she either didn't know about or forgot.
Which brings us to the devastating discovery. When Hernandez finally returned to the car at 4:30 p.m., she found little Emilio having a seizure and foaming at the mouth.
It's just horrific.
Employees from the medical spa rushed out to help. They immediately brought the 2-year-old brother inside to cool him down with water, and police arrived on the scene at 4:45 p.m.
The damage to Amillio was simply catastrophic by that point. He was rushed to the hospital with a core body temperature of 107 degrees. Tragically, despite all medical efforts, he was pronounced dead at 5:48 p.m.
It's incredibly heavy to process all of that. You really feel the weight of those 2 hours and how quickly a reliance on an app turned into a nightmare. Taking a breath from those horrific details, so what does this all mean when we look at the legal fallout of such a tragedy?
Well, it culminated in a very definitive court decision. Hernandez ultimately pled no contest to a charge of involuntary manslaughter. Just recently, she was sentenced to a fixed term of 15 years in prison.
A 15-year sentence certainly reflects the severe gravity of that day's miscalculations. The legal penalty is steep, but reading through the case, the emotional toll seems to extend far beyond the courtroom.
It absolutely does. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the presiding judge, Judge Charles Bremer, offered some profoundly moving words at her sentencing. He emphasized that the victim will not simply be a footnote, stating Emilio's never going to be forgotten.
Yeah.
And speaking directly about the mother's burden, he added, Maya will be going to prison. Maya already has a life sentence because of the loss of Amillio.
That really puts it into perspective. The legal penalty is only one half of the punishment she will carry for the rest of her life. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. It's a difficult subject, but an incredibly important one to understand when we look at how we navigate our modern world.
And before you go, we want to leave you with one final thought to ponder. As we increasingly rely on smart car apps, automated climate controls, and digital notifications to manage our daily lives, are we blindly outsourcing our most critical human responsibilities to technology that can and will fail without warning?